This is an abandoned railway line in Marree, South Australia. We're just going to have a quick walk through of the line and see if we can maybe find any old railway relics. I can see an abandoned building also just down this way, which we might have a quick look through and see if there's anything interesting around there. you're just joining, we're checking out the abandoned building next to the old abandoned rail lines here in Marree, South Australia. Around from the railway times. There's a few old sort of bolts and drill bits and other stuff they would have used back building the railways. As you can see, really large hands-made bolts, none I presume would have been made by machines. Old style drill bit. Looks like something old from the railway times. Pin, potentially. Just joining in, we're just trying to see if we can find any sort of old railway relics. part here is interesting. Looks like that line was cut at one point. Not sure why. Maybe it's to stop trains from using this line, potentially. Same as done to the other side here. Just to cut through the lines. With a down to this old abandoned railway car down here, just to see what it looks like. We're at an old abandoned railway in Marree in South Australia. Over 100 years these rails have been on the ground for, that they're still very solid. Definitely don't make things like they used to. As you can see, there are some rails with some rust on them, but feel very solid. Whether or not they can hold a train is the next question. Just heading to the rail car down here, just to see what it looks like. This looks like the railway station at one point. We'll go there in a moment. This railway carriage has been converted into a path to walk over the tracks with. So we're at the railway car just to see what it looks like. This looks like it might have been an old GAN one. Oh, have a walk around and just check it out. Yeah, the old GAN, this one says. The hydraulics potentially. Definitely has seen better days. It's quite rusted, but I guess that's why it's just a monument now and not in use anymore. Let's walk along to the next one. Engine. Obviously a different design to the previous one. This to me looks like it would have been potentially a fuel tank, because this might have run on diesel. I can't get in, unfortunately. Just walk along to the last one now, and then we'll walk back and have a look at that railway station. Crossing over there. So it looks like the track would have gone along this road, so that's why the crossing is there. Besides those few bolts and pins and drill bits, there haven't been many railway relics that are left. We'll have a look at the main engine over here and just see if it's got anything interesting to hold. That's pretty cool. Water storage tank. Approaching the engine of the train. This one's been here for quite a while, it looks like. So we'll see if anything interesting is still left on it or around it. Really big shockers. Might have been a diesel one, because it's definitely got a thing looks like a diesel fuel tank. Now there's a way to get in it, so might just see if that's possible a bit later on. Have a quick walk around. It's amazing what they used to make back in the olden times. This one's got a little step we can step up on. Not much room to squeeze through, but it does show the engine. Safe them down and see what else we can find. Yes, this side's definitely locked up, so we'd have to make an attempt to the other side to see what it looks like inside. Okay, so around to the door. Inside the train now. So that's one big engine. It's quite hard to show it all at once. Probably the best angle we're going to get at the moment, but it's huge. It's definitely one huge engine. View from the train. Now I noticed this old wooden structure just near the train station. If you think you know what it is, maybe leave a comment. It might be used for another one of those rainwater tanks that we can see over there. Anyway, train station almost. Hopefully it's in better condition than the other building we saw before. Oh, nearly fell in a hole. As we saw before, unfortunately can't get into this train here. This one's all locked up, but I'm assuming it would be a similar sort of style engine inside. Railway platform. Just heading back to the old railway station just to check it out, see if there's anything we can see. Looks like they've maintained this building better than they did the one that we saw previously all the way over at the beginning of the station area. That's the old station there. We can see over there in the distance there's, looks like an old steam engine. Old truck as well. Horse-drawn carriage. So I might head over that way now and just see what we can see. Just going to head around to the old sort of machines over there, just see what they look like. Just got to walk around the platform first. Unfortunately, I haven't seen too many old railway relics. But there were a few sort of old screws and old railway pins. And we did see as well the old drill bits. Otherwise we'll walk around and check out these old engines and old truck that's over here. Just got to walk around the railway platform. They'd make them quite long back in the day. Surprised with how old it is. That's still quite solid. They definitely do make them like they used to. Machines. Looks like they had a rail on the side as well. The one that I can see in the distance does look like it's an old steam engine. Like it would have pulled much because it's quite small, but it's still an interesting sight to look at. So this is the old steam one we see on this platform here. Inside. A bit hard to see because it's quite dark, but it's just quite interesting to see how it does have wheels that probably would have gone on a railway track. That would have been the fire at the back, you would think, to create the steam. Just have a look at this old carriage over here, horse-drawn. Very old, even though it's made of wood. Still you can see the remnants of what it would have been. It's very interesting how they would have put metal around the wheels to hold it all together. We'll have a quick look at this old truck over here and that will be the end of the video. Anyway, nice old truck. That's the video for today, and thanks for joining in and watching.